What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at the Kickstarter demo for Monomyth. This is a first-person dungeon-crawling RPG. And so if there's been like a massive sort of Grimdark-shaped hole in your heart, this might be something to keep an eye on. At the moment, they are seeking out funding, and while I normally don't cover Kickstarter stuff just because I've been burned too many times, I am a sloppy sucker for first-person Eye of the Beholder-style dungeon-crawling RPGs, and so unfortunately this is one cookie jar that I couldn't keep my hand out of. We're going to dive on in today. We're going to spend about 25 minutes with the game, see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list, otherwise pass on. They do have a listing on Steam, so if you watch this video and you think to yourself, whoa, I need that in my life, I'll have a link for you down below. That'll be next to my Discord, my Twitch stream, and my Twitter. Aside from that, let's get rolling. I don't know how long this is going to be or, like, exactly what we're going to be getting after. And so, like, okay, so we can't go male or female. All right, fair enough. I want the green background, dude. Green is my favorite color because I'm a grown-ass man who still has a favorite color like a 5-year-old. We'll name our character Battle Basher. That sounds like a pretty good name, right? That's a name that instills respect in our enemies, all right? When they get the notification that Battle Basher has entered the dungeon, you duck, you get out of the way, you hide in a barrel, you engage in whatever Looney Tunes style hijinks you need, but he's coming through whirlwind in that mace like he means business. Alright, so we got some stats here. We've got strength, that determines what weapons we can wield, and acts of sheer muscle power. We've got dexterity, that's going to be hand-eye coordination, picking locks, evading damage, and striking enemies in the right places. Okay. We've got intelligence, that's going to be our capacity of mind, and probably has to do more with casting than anything else. We have wisdom right here. Okay, so divine schools of magic benefit from wise spellcasters. We have willpower. Apparently that also helps with spellcasting from what I can tell. We have vitality on this side, that's going to be your HP. We've got endurance over here, that's your stamina. And we've got focus. So we've got 3 points that we can put into attributes. I don't know exactly how much this is going to matter, but I'm going to throw 2 into strength, and then I figure I'll throw 1 into endurance, because why not? It looks like we do get a pretty hefty dividend from putting a point in. We get about 10 points of stamina. So assuming that an ability, I don't know this yet, but an ability costs like 8, that gives us like an extra smash, you know what I mean? We can go for athletics over here to kind of go into that build. I'd probably go with lockpicking because I can't play RPGs without it. And then maybe we'll go with like some skill in blunt weapons. That sounds good. I like maces and hammers and things of that nature. Let's start it off. Let's see if the adventures of Battle Basher go well or if they end up just absolutely unequivocally wrecked. As the sun sets on the empires of mankind and civilization crumbles under great storms that ravage the world's surface, the people of Ariath retreat to the underground. Amidst the chaos of the dying world, your father, King Faradin III, sent an expedition to the fallen fortress city of Lysandria. It's said that within the ruins of the fortress lie the primeval seed, a divine gift that may calm the god's anger and put to an end the roaring thunder in the sky. Spearheaded by your own brother, the expedition hoped to retrieve the sacred object, but was never heard from again. Against your father's wish, you decided to travel to Lysandria yourself. Find your brother and retrieve the divine gift, but beware, the ancient fortress is not as deserted as it seems. I just speed up in the middle right there. My words per minute had to increase somewhere midway through that because I knew I wasn't going to make it with the scrolling Star Wars style exposition, okay? I was going to miss out on it. We weren't going to know what the storyline was, and then we'll just be wandering around in a dank sewer aimlessly with no goal, and it's going to remove my motivation, all right? So it looks like we can kind of move freely. Okay, cool. I got rid of the motion blur right there because I find it to be a little bit nauseating. I do like the water effects, though, and the dungeon looks pretty good. They do have some options in the demo, which I appreciate. Like, that's definitely, like, good stuff. Lighting looks pretty solid. Is there a way to get, like, back here into, like, this little back area? Like, is that a thing that I can do? Looks like maybe there's a door that loops back around, but I see what looks like maybe, like, an interactable mushroom right there. Or something. Yeah, there's like an herb or something off to that side. Because this is a Kickstarter demo, if you notice any chunkies or any performance-related issues, just, you know, be forewarned that this is just kind of like a proof of concept, effectively. So there's going to be rough edges on it. The game's not available for distribution yet. However, you can get this demo for yourself. I got it from IndieDB. So if you just Google Monomyth game demo, that's what I Googled to get it to come up. I think it's also listed on the Kickstarter. We've got a dead dude over here. A dead dude with a leg bone. I'll take the leg bone, I guess. Do we have like an inventory menu or something like that that we can fiddle around with? We do indeed. A primitive club mainly used by uncivilized hordes of the wasteland. It's got the attributes of 5 slash, 2 stab, 15 strike. Requires 4 strength to wield. It gets like an extra 1.5 damage from critting. Alright. Looks like he's been here for a while. He looks slightly mummified. Must be dry air out here. Wonder if I can break those pots back in the previous room. I guess I'll test out my smashing capability. Oh yeah, you can break stuff. Alright. Nothing inside the contain- Oh, there's a letter in my inventory. Since when? What does the letter say? A short letter with instructions given to you by a Bouthrian official. Dear Battle Basher, I knew that neither I nor your father could keep you from traveling to Lysandria, and while I understand the sentiment, you must also understand that you, given the unthinkable, occur to the last remaining heir to the throne of Bouthria. I therefore beg you to keep the risk to a minimum and travel through the arcane pathway, even if that means you won't be able to take anything with you but the bare necessities. It's been decades since anyone entered Lysandria, so our knowledge of the place is limited to hearsay. Apparently the divine gift was a relic of the Rahi cult, who ran an otherwise unremarkable chapter in the fortress city's clerical district. If you wish to find your brother, you may wish to start your search there. To keep out of trouble, do not trust anyone you meet along the way. Do not disclose your ties with the royal family either. Royal blood is worth gold. Even the most primitive savages out there will understand that. I hope both you and your brother safely return to us soon. Best wishes and good luck, your friend R. Okay. There's a switch over on this side. Opens up that gate. It's kind of like quiet right now, and that makes me feel nervous. There's nothing inside the bag, and I can't open that one. I don't think that's gonna break. That sort of seems sturdy and reinforced. Oh, does it matter where you hit it? I don't know. It seems like the sound effect changes depending on where you hit it, but like it doesn't seem like it's gonna break. There's an arrow over here on this dead guy. Nothing inside the barrels. Whatever was there seems to have dried up a long time ago. A few more arrows off the dead guy. I'm gonna take them just in case they can be used as like currency or something. Like we can sell them to get some scratch. I get the feeling that this is sort of like a King's Field styled adventure, which is a really, really good thing because King's Field is one of like my favorite PlayStation 2 games. It's from a little company you may never have heard of called From Software, but it's one of their initial projects from back in the day before they got around to making Dark Souls and kind of found their legs and became a major developer. And honestly, their previous games, if you go back and play them now, you can see them toying with all the ideas in like the Souls games that they ultimately like ended up implementing. Like it's very much kind of an iterative style of development where you can tell that over time they've learned lessons and they're sort of like incorporating the things that work from their previous game into what would eventually be King's Field, or I'm sorry, what would eventually be Dark Souls. I don't know if that hurt me or not. The screen went red for a second, but I've got a feeling this big ass door right here is probably not going to open. Yeah, it looked like there was like an interactability for just like a microsecond right there, but it disappeared just as rapidly as it came. It seems like we've really only got one choice as to where we want to go, so I'm going to go inside of here. We'll kind of pan and scan around here and see if we can find anything worthwhile. There's an extravagant paper scroll. Captain Serenar, on behalf of the Inner Sanctum's Council, I hereby command you to withdraw your troops from the southern gates. Our spies have informed us about a vast army of wasteland tribesmen, which have sacked the northern hamlet of Felgar. It seems they are gathering at a nearby plateau, so we expect an attack against the main gates of Lysandria in the coming days. Have your men gather all the supplies they can carry and move them into the fortress immediately. Before you leave your post, use the cannons and explosives we sent you to collapse the southern passage as well as all the tunnels in the area. It might seem drastic, but we don't wish to be surprised by an attack on our flanks. I dispatched a pyromancer to assist you in this task. I await your arrival by tomorrow evening. You and your men are now under the direct control of Lord Hadrius. Praise be upon his name. Okay. Oh, the stuff actually breaks. Ooh, candles. Can I light those? I guess we'll find out. So it doesn't look like those break, but they can be thrown. That right there has a feather potion. One sip from a potion, you feel light as a feather. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, so we can grab that ledge right there. There's also a locked door right there. Okay, so I'm going to have to find like a designated key in order to get through that area. Looks like we can close the gate behind us, which might be a good or a bad idea, depending on where the bad guys actually end up being. I'm in full kind of loot horde mode right now. It's quiet. I don't like how quiet it is. Equip a torch and hold M3 to ignite light sources. Gotcha. Oh, so I can light things up. Okay. Oh, it worked. There you go. There was no sound effect or anything. There was no kind of like foom of like conflagration taking place, but I can live with these. Must be pretty good candles and pretty good torches to have been lit for like 25 years and never go out. Looks like we have lockpicks right there. Okay. Looks like the whole thing is empty. I was actually kind of hoping that each drawer would be interactable. So if that's locked right there, is there a way for me to like lockpick it? That lock is too complicated. Oh, but there's a thing in there and I want it. I see treasures. It's actually kind of like eerie how quiet it is. Got a bad feeling. I'm going to take my frustrations out on the pottery. The Sermon of Divine Light. So I got a spell. I actually know how to cast magic now. Oh, so I've got to assign it. Okay, so we've got to find a shrine, and we've got like a tune to the spell. Sort of like in D&D, you learn a spell. Looking around for buttons. It looks like that wall comes apart right there. That's what it looks like to me anyways. Is that what it looks like to you? It looks like there's a seam that runs up and over right there and then down. You could see it. I think it swings inwards or swings outwards. That means that we may have the classic trope. A silver chalice. Yeah, I'll take that. I don't know if I need a skull. A skull might be a bit much. I'm sort of wondering if there's a book in here that you can interact with. Yeah, this wall right here does not have the seam. I'm thinking there's definitely a secret door right there. You can, like, see it from here. The question becomes, how do we get into the secret door? Oh, there's a book. It's misaligned. There we go. All right. Our first secret. This was one of my favorite things about Legend of Grimdark. I went through every single square of that game looking for secrets because, like, when you found one, the treasure they gave you was so good. It was like game-changing treasure that you would find, like lightning swords and stuff that like instantly increased your capacity. Summon a mushroom? Why would I want to summon a mushroom? Are mushrooms something that are frequently requested in this game world? Oh, that was a... oh my god. Okay. Fair enough. My health is all gone. I have no health remaining. Ow. Stingy. Stingy and unnecessary. Well, I've got the Lesser Serpent's Key now, so maybe that'll help out. And I accidentally used my Featherfall potion, so that's kind of bad. Oh, there's tiles. I see them. Yeah, it looks like those ones are upraised. It looks like there's one right there. Can I disable that? No. I was going to say, because, like, I virtually guarantee that on my way back, I'm going to get shot in the butt cheeks by that thing. Like, there's just no way around it. I'm going to forget about it, and then bad things are going to happen. Why does it want me to check around corners? I do like that lean, though. That's a really good lean. I like that lean a lot. Like, some games, the lean, it's not severe enough. You can't, like, see what you're trying to see around a corner because games have trouble synthesizing the idea that you, like, put your hands on the corner of a surface and then tip your head around it while at full lean. You know what I mean? Like, games always mess that up. We've got a blood-soaked bandage. Do these heal me, maybe? Because I definitely could use some healing. Yeah, my health meter's going up. Very nice. Okay, like, I'm not trying to go into a fight right now. Oh, I ran out of torch. Well, that's no good. Let's see if there's anything useful in any of these. Oh, there's something under the pillow right there. Yeah. Oh, wow, you can move objects. Oh, wow, so this is going to be like a crawl. I see what this game is doing, and honestly, I'm here for it. I feel like this is a really good plan. Impossible. Okay. I'm going to use another bandage to get my health back up. Nothing inside that container right there. It looks like we may be able to attempt to use keys on things. So, like, I've got a Lysandrian key. This opens many doors within the temple. What happened to the Lesser Serpent's key that I picked up? Ah, there it is. Okay. Well. Oh no! The key broke? Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. Oh, weak, dude. Super weak. Whatever that key hides, we now don't have access to it anymore. And frankly, as someone that's like a mad completionist that just like has to get everything, I find that to be frustrating. The sound effects are really well done. I've enjoyed like the chimes and stuff so far. And then I'm also really liking the clinking of coins. Like, they've done a really good job with, like, the audio recordings. Pyromancer Argus, great is the wisdom of our good lord Hadrius, and great are these chimes. For we may witness the Majesty's distinguished talents. Leading our men into battle, he will certainly achieve another great victory for Lysandria and devout citizens. I instruct you to assist Captain Saranar in using your novel machinery and collapse the southern passage. Closely observe the soldiers and make sure they do not fear the destructive forces that your cannons may unleash. The men's motivation will be critical in the coming days. I have also recommended your inclusion into the Order of the Seventh Oath as an official executor. After returning to the fortress, report to me immediately. We'll talk about your future as an even more valuable asset to our good lord and the Inner Sanctum's council, Archpriest Valerian. A firebomb. That's pretty cool. I like fires. I also like explosives. All of those things sound dope to me. See, I thought it was logical that since we found the key under the pillow that it would go to the chest right there. Unfortunately, that was not the truth of the matter. It did not go to that chest. It broke. Oh, dude, there's a zombo in here. Okay. Combat doesn't feel too bad. It feels alright. Obviously, the animations could be like a little bit tighter. But the sound effect for blocking sounds good. And as far as I can tell, it looks like we didn't really take any damage from blocking. What is that? A queen's leaf. A bitter fruit found mostly in the underworld of Ariat that cures illnesses. Okay. Probably be helpful. What? Cool. We can play stuff. The Setha seal. It looks big and shiny, therefore I kind of want it. There's moldy bread. A crystal flask of water. There's dough and flour. I wonder if you can cook it. Like... Oh, wow. I totally did not expect that to work. It looks like they're trying to make something fairly immersive with this. Yeah, I'll eat the bread. It gave me some health back. What's not to like about that, dude? Absolutely. I wonder if you mix the water with the flour. Hey, nice, dude. I'm sure that's exactly what they were implying right there, what they wanted you to do with the mechanic. But I like it, man. I like it. Very, very immersive and very, very cool that the world is not static. Like things that are laying around on shelves. Like you find a loaf of bread in Skyrim and you're like, oh, I'm going to eat that. Or you find like a lump of dough, you know what I mean? Or something like that in most RPGs. It's just sort of like set dressing. In this game, you can actually do stuff with it. And if I have a flask, I'd be willing to bet. Oh, you can drink the water out of there too. I'm willing to bet that we can fill this right here. Yeah. And then we can do that again. And then I'm going to take some bread for the road, dude. There's nothing like... I made freshly baked bread like one time in my life. And it was one of the best things that I've ever tasted. I never did it again because my entire house smelled yeasty after I did it. But that being said, like, I have kind of a weird thing about the smell of yeast. It gives me headaches. Like, it gives me like almost like just a really painful sinus headache. I don't like it. And so that's why I don't like my house smelling yeasty. And that's why I never baked bread again. Okay, so the Lesser Serpent's Key gets me into here. I assume it gets me into there as well. We still don't know exact... Oh, that's where the seal goes. To the giant, scary door. Gotcha. All right, well, there's a firestone and steel over here. I'll take that just in case I need to light a fire. You never know. It might get chilly in these parts. We've got another scroll. Captain Serenar, I noticed that the tunnels behind the lower bastion lead directly to one of the caves connected to the eastern gate. While this passage is too narrow for an army, I fear that spies or assassins may take advantage of it during our absence. I will install a barrier to be safe. Okay. Hey, is that better than the Bone Club? It is. There we go. So we've got that. It does 30 damage instead of 15. It's actually twice as good. We've got 2 coins right there and some moldy bread. Lockpicks. Thus far, the lockpicks have not been that helpful, though. Like, there hasn't really been anything. For a second, it kind of looked like you could get up there into the rafters. That's locked. Oh, I can loot those ales right there, too. I thought they were just generic bottles. What key do I have? It has an S on it. Okay, well, we put in 1. I'm hoping that the key that broke is not the one that was supposed to go into that door. But I guess there's really no way to tell. I did find a secret thing right here. Back up the hallway from where we came in, there was another protruding thing. King's Herb. Oh. I'm sealed in. I was thinking maybe it would open this up right here. But I guess not. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's just a simple open-close mechanism. Curious. Alright, well, I just had to know if this key right here was something that I could use on this door. It is, dude. It is. So, apparently that key that we broke on the chest, it blocked off this door. Like, when it broke, we couldn't get past this door right here. I don't know if that's like a good thing or like a bad thing. I don't know if that's like to imply that maybe progress will be gated by like what items you use or don't use. I assume there must be like a secret door or something that allows you to get in here just in the case that you broke the key trying to use it on some other surface. But up the tower we go. Looks like there's not a whole lot but alcoholism up here. So like lots of drinking going on out of little elfin flasks. I'm sure I've missed some kind of protruding stone or something that opens a secret. Okay, there's another zombie over there. Oh, he's got a bow. Well, that's non-ideal. Back around the corner. Back around the corner. Oh, I've been arrowed. It looks like we've got a normal arrow right there. Oh, that's a loot bag. Okay. Fair enough. He didn't drop his bow, though. Dude, I feel like a bow would be a really good thing to have in a situation like this. Lots of arrows. Dude, there's got to be a bow laying around. Can I pick up his bow? Like, is it on the ground? Okay, I can't pick up his weird little shepherd bow. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to get much use out of that. I did have another idea, too, since we're low on restoratives. I was going to say, we can actually go through and we can clean the bandages inside the water. It'd be really cool if the bandages were actually, like, I was thinking about this. It'd be really cool if the bandages were like a limited resource. So, you know, like in Dark Souls, you find like the Estus flask, right? And upgrading it is like a really, really big deal. What if there was only a certain amount of bandages in the entire game, right? And every time you use a bandage, it becomes a bloody bandage. And then you got to keep a close eye on those bandages. And basically, you've got to find water troughs in order to clean them so that you have kind of like on-site healing. I feel like that'd be kind of a cool mechanic as you work your way through the game. It would be kind of a juxtaposition of throwing like normal RPGs. You find a bandage, you're like, okay, that's not rare. But in this game, that would mean that bandages are like one of the dopest things you can find because that's like another heal that you've got strapped away. So far, I'm impressed by the interactivity of it. For a Kickstarter demo, the game seems to have a pretty good idea about its own identity and what it wants to be. It's sort of unapologetically like an old school dungeon diving King's Field. You can tell. You can tell the developers like King's... Oh, no. Sir, I'd rather not deal with you. Ow. I'm dead. Okay, so that one was tougher than the last one. Like, that one was much, much tougher than the last one. That one was kind of a gangster compared to the initial zombie that we fought. The initial zombie must have had, like, a bad lunch or something the day before because that zombie right there tooled us up something nasty. There's also a ladder that goes up right here. Okay. Some dragon leaf. What does dragon leaf do? A weirdly glowing leaf from a rare underground tree to retain positive effects. The leaves must be harvested with a special sickle by a druid. Consuming it will enormously sharpen your senses for a period of time. Okay. Nothing inside the crates. Wonder if there's fall damage. Like, I'm gonna need to test that at some point, but... I guess you lose your memory when... Oh, you drop your XP in the bottom left. So you drop your XP when you go down. Wonder how I level up. Do you have to find, like, a bed or something? Because we've got a little up arrow, which seems to be implying that, like, I can advance my character or something. He do seem to hit pretty hard. I'm gonna close the door on... Oh, he can open doors. He's a genius. I'm thinking maybe we're just not ready for this guy yet, dude. My stamina's, like, out. Like, I block him one time, and my entire stamina meter is gone. So I'm thinking maybe we don't want to go that way. Maybe we just ignore that guy until we've got a weapon that isn't, like, I don't know, some kind of weird cudgel wrapped in diapers. There is another door back here, right where we spawned in. Oh, this is how we level up. Okay. Yeah, let's level up then. Absolutely. I wanna level up. Let's do it. Okay. All right. All right. It takes 20 experience to do that. I suggest... Oh, can I only get the one? Oh, I see how it works. Okay, it's kind of like universal. Gotcha. Fair enough. Let's go with some endurance, I guess. And I think if I recover my memory and come back, we should have enough to maybe get a little bit more going for us. All right, there's our memory. Let's grab it. I don't know if he knows that I just did that. But I'm going to kind of cruise around because he's obviously tougher than, like, the other zombies. He's probably hiding something good. That looks like a guard barracks or something. Oh, there was a shrine right here, too, dude. Okay, so if we had just made it a little further. Ooh, a shield? I wonder if that's going to reduce the amount of stamina I use when blocking. It's got to, right? That has to be how much. That's got to be how it works. Give me some more endurance. Just so I have a little bit more meter to me. What happens if I atone for my sins? What does that do? You have no sins to atone for. So apparently maybe over the course of the game you're going to have like options to do good or bad things. And maybe those good or bad things, you've got to like atone for them and like give XP in order to make that go away and like the onus of that crime hanging over your head kind of like disperse. But anyways, this game has a great sense of identity for a Kickstarter demo. I like it. I was a big King's Field fan, and I've got a feeling I'm going to like this game too. What I especially like is that the game is not confined to a grid. Normally with games like this, you're stuck on a grid the entire game. I do like that it's free-flowing, and I can like move and I can walk like wherever I want to go, basically. I think that's pretty cool. It looks like we can also dodge backwards, so maybe that might be worth giving a try. So another bakery. Oh, the fire pots. I didn't even consider those. Maybe I could throw a fire pot at the guy. Maybe that'd get him taken care of. Let's try that. Alright, fire pot time. Oh, I missed. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I killed myself. Apparently, it's got an AoE on it. That's a Ripperoonies, dude. That's a Ripperoonies feels bad situation. I wonder if he retains his damage in between attempts. Otherwise, I just wasted some bombs for, like, no reason. But he was, like, closing with me so fast. I want this guy dead. I have, like, a running rivalry. This guy is the swiper to my Dora right now. Like, I need him to die. I can't be happy until he's dead. So that is now my quest. We are no longer trying to find our brother in this place. I just want to kill that super zombie. That's all that I want. I want the super zombie to die. That's it. I hear footsteps. Oh, this guy's got armor, dude. I do like that the enemy can open doors. That's kind of cool. It looks like if I just keep backing up. Oh, he didn't flinch that time. Oh no, I ran out of road. Give me a little bit of that loving bread healing, dude. That's what I need. I need that bready boy love. There we go, there we go, there we go. I wonder if just backing up. Oh, he doesn't always flinch. Oh, it looks like we can do like heavier hits too. All right, we'll come around this way. Come on. My man ain't dead yet, but like I'm trying real hard here. Can I get some appreciation for how hard I'm trying to kill you right now? Hey, he's dead. He's dead. Can I have his shield? Oh, I can't take his stuff? No, dude, I want that. That's a real shield right there. Let me have that. No. This is Monomyth. I'm already entranced with the demo, so I can't wait to see what the final game's going to be like once it's got a whole boatload of polish. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Monomyth. Tomorrow, we will very likely have something else. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you all next time.